Hi everyone, I'm Sendoh, and last night we had a new update for Counter-Strike. However, for some strange reason, we don't have the patch notes. We only know that the game has been updated. Still, there are some changes that have been detected thanks to the community, and among them there are mentions of a new system that could fully protect our Counter-Strike inventory by blocking all our skins for a set period of time. So today we are going to talk about this and much more, as the Classic Offensive project has been put on hold by Valve. So let's go! After more than 12 days without any updates in CS2, we received a patch. And well, it's not just a couple of lines of text, there are no patch notes at all, so we only have some small crumbs of what the community has been able to gather. And in this case, Gabe Follower found two quite interesting changes. In relation to a patch from a few weeks ago, where references were found to a new monetization system for CS2 artists, there were also details about the possibility for the community to create and upload keychain models to the Steam workshop. This time, a new reference was found for this type of community-created keychain. Although the text lines mention a template, meaning there might be a possibility of creating a base model similar to the existing ones, and the community can design their own versions. It's a bit like working with skins. You use a base model and from there you can create all kinds of skins. Honestly, this change isn't bad at all, and it will be great to see what talented artists from the community can come up with. But it's also true that given the current state of the game, we hope that when this change is introduced, it will be also with some playable content or more interesting features. On the other hand, another change Gabe Follower found in the game's code mentions a system to protect our CS2 inventory. This could be a temporary skin lock system, and no, it's not like the 7-day trade lock, but a voluntary option to lock a skin so it cannot be traded, exchanged, or modified for a specific period of time. This will definitely be a great idea and will help the CS2 community a lot, especially since the scams are becoming more common. Honestly, for a large number of players, being able to lock our skins for a while will provide security and peace of mind, protecting us in case we get hacked and preventing the loss of our entire inventory. In my case, I have several skins that are gifts or hold sentimental value, and if I could lock them forever, I would, because I will never sell them. Knowing that they are working on such a measure is a very positive change, because like me, I'm sure a lot of people would also love to do the same and not have to worry about being hacked or scammed all the time. Due to this news, the community has started to discuss how this system should work. There are questions about whether once you lock a skin, for example 1 year, you will be able to unlock it with a password or some method in case of an emergency where you need to sell it. Some people suggest that maybe this is a system where the owner can lock the skin, but if they want to lift the restriction, they will have a 7-day trade lock as an extra measure. That way, if we get hacked or something and they go inside the game, we will at least have that window to contact Steam and recover everything safely. Others think that maybe this system will only apply to event items, similar to how it works in Dota, where a certain Battle Pass rewards can't be sold until a certain period has passed. As always, everything is pure speculation, so until Valve releases an official patch presenting this new security feature, it's impossible to know for sure if it's one thing or another. But honestly, I hope it turns out to be a great measure to keep our skins safe, without worrying that due to some tiny mistake we could lose everything. Changing the topic a bit, today, March the 12th, was supposed to be the official launch date for Classic Offensive, a modified version of CSGO that, as the name suggests, aims to replicate the classic versions of Counter-Strike, including a variety of maps and even adding weapons that were once discarded by Valve's development team. This is a project that has been in development for over 8 years, and until recently it had Valve's approval. In fact, it was going to be released on Steam, like many other official mods, but after the release of CS2, things apparently took a turn. As many of you know, CSGO was discontinued, no longer receives support, and can only be played on community servers. The Classic Offensive team released the final version months ago, ready to be downloaded through Steam, but this process required someone from Valve to give the final okay for it to be officially launched. Normally this takes between a few weeks and a month, but it seems that Valve isn't too convinced about releasing it. Although there's been no official statement from the company, it's pretty clear that a modified version of CSGO with so much work and dedication could potentially compete with CS2, or at least that will explain the reluctance to let it be published. After months of waiting for nothing, the Classic Offensive team decided to release their mode outside of Steam, and today it should have been playable. However, as expected, they received a notice from Valve stating that the mod doesn't comply with several aspects of Steam's service agreement and cannot be launched. After this huge disappointment, the development team is in contact with Valve to determine which aspects don't meet the terms of service, so they can finalize the mod for release. But honestly, it seems like a more elegant way of saying that they really don't want this mod to be released, although it wouldn't significantly affect the CS2 player population. Anyway, it's a huge letdown that this mod got put on hold at the last minute, because I was looking forward to trying it out and showcasing it in a video for the channel. Let's hope that at some point it can be released and we can enjoy it, as many people who can't run CS2 on their old PCs will find it to be a great alternative to pass the time. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on all things CS2. I'm Sendoh and I see you next time. Goodbye.